All right, so we are looking at part two, and our focus question for part two is what are the primary characteristics and human impacts of combat in the Vietnam War? And this is going to be how we're going to answer that question in this video is specifically with guerrilla warfare. That's what we're looking at. This is going to be my narration of the slideshow right here. And really, if we're talking about all these four boxes here, guerrilla warfare is kind of the primary characteristic. It is what governs the majority of conflicts, drives the majority of conflicts in the Vietnam War. So let's start off with a definition of what this characteristic is. And actually, before I forget, don't forget, guerrilla it's a Spanish term. Not going to go into the history of that, but we're not talking about the big black monkey that lives in the jungle. Okay, we're talking about a type of warfare. So you've got the definition there on the side that you can read, but really these two images here are how I'm going to define what guerrilla warfare is. So let's start with the guy on the left. The guy on the left is a guerrilla, a Viet Cong guerrilla. That's the name of the people we're fighting, the Viet Cong. He's in his pajamas, it looks like. He's wearing flip-flops. He's got a helmet that I would not trust to stop a bullet. Not at all. He has one rifle. Doesn't look like he has any ammunition. Certainly doesn't have any food, no water. He's limited. He doesn't have a lot with him. And if we look at the guy on the right, completely different, right? A machine gun, assault rifle, several different types of grenades, a radio, a gas mask, what do they, a claymore, some sort of mine, and importantly, he's got the food he needs, he's got the water he needs, so he's not going to be starved or thirsty the whole time. That is a traditional soldier. He's well trained and well equipped. The guy on the left, he's a farmer who believes in a political cause. He believes in some sort of political cause. Vietnamese, you've hopefully done the reading and figured that out. But he believes in this political cause, and even though he's not a trained soldier, even though he's not well equipped, he's going to fight for that cause. Okay. But because he's not well equipped, because he's not trained and equipped like that traditional soldier, he's never going to be able to go head to head. That is the key thing you have to understand about guerrilla warfare. That guy in his pajamas is never going to go to head. He's never going to be able to fight some big battle because obviously he's going to lose. No way in hell could he win. And so if we look here in our definition, he's going to use sabotage, ambushes, surprise attacks. Basically, he's going to be as sneaky as he possibly can to try and defeat his enemy. He's going to shoot them while they're not looking. He's going to blow up things that are not well defended because that's the only way it's ever going to work. Now, because it's just some farmer that picked up a gun, that means his wife is also going to be fighting alongside with him. His kids are going to be fighting alongside with him, and they're going to be fighting in this boat that he goes fishing with. Now, because that guy is so sneaky, because he's always hiding, because he's hard to find, the United States decided, well, if we don't know where they're at, if we don't know who they are, we're just going to bomb everything. Bomb them into the Stone Age, flatten the ground, burn the jungle around him. And of course, obviously, you'll get the bad guys, but every once in a while, you're going to get some poor innocent kid at the same time. Another idea we had, and of course we have some innocents injured in this one as well, was if they're hiding in the jungle, we're going to kill the jungle. They basically spray Roundup all over the place, trying to rid the Vietnamese of being able to hide amongst the trees if there's no trees for them to hide in. And of course, it's a chemical that we sprayed everywhere, which leads to birth defects among the Vietnamese population. Just like in the last one, we have some civilian casualties. But of course, all these ideas that we had really didn't work because the Vietnamese were hiding in tunnels. If you're bombing the jungle, if you're burning the jungle down, if you're killing the jungle, it doesn't really matter if they are underneath the jungle. All you end up doing is hitting all the civilians that were living in it. So now that's